Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Kerbal Space Program. I'm doing something a little bit differently today. We're still going to be playing our career game, but what I had done was, previous to recording, I actually played a little bit on my own, kind of to progress us a little bit faster. So just to show you what I've done, I've unlocked these two branches, the general construction, which gives us struts, which are great, stability enhancers for launching, these radial decouplers, and then these tri-couplers, which will be really useful for staging. And then on top of that, we've got some batteries, we've got a better comm transmitter, and we've got this Science Junior thing. To get there, I just actually did one mission, and it was actually a risky mission that I didn't think was going to work, but it ended up working, where I sent Jeb to the moon. I didn't land him on it. He just got within orbit, and then he did like the goo science and the crew report and the EVA report all together, and then I got him back and just landed. I really didn't think I was going to have enough fuel, and I just happened to have enough. And by pure luck, I had basically set up just the right slingshots to get him back without dying in space. In fact, had I not set it up like a little less fuel, and he probably would have been stranded in the solar system, because he was going to slingshot past Kerbal and shoot out into the solar system, where he would have just been orbiting the sun forever. But he's back. And I wanted to like send somebody else, so in case he did, fail and die out there, I would still have Jeb for the series, but I had accidentally put Jeb in, so whew, pretty lucky. Anyway, so let's try and if we've gone to the moon, that works pretty well. You know what's really interesting? Sorry, I'm going to exit out of this real quick. There's the science archives, which sort of gives you an idea of all the different things you can do to gain more science. So if we go to research and development and you go to archives, it'll show you all the missions you've done and how much science they've been worth throughout each planet. So I've done nothing there. But Kerbal, I've done plenty. So I've done flying low reports, in space low, water. I don't know if there's a way to see how many are... Oh, here you go. 10 reports found out of a total of 14. So there are 4 more I can do there. I don't know what they are specifically, but I guess we're going to just go do some more moon ones, because look, there's still 10 reports that I can create. So let's try and get somebody to the moon and land and maybe get them back. I don't know. I haven't been using the sub-assembly just because I figure each ship is so different. So obviously the thing that we're going to land is the pod. That's always the same. Let's see. We want... This is what I'm thinking. I feel like this alone should be enough fuel and a small enough rocket to get us off from the moon, as if we take off from the moon and get back to Earth. That's what I'm hoping. So let's get some lander legs there, so we could land on the moon. I believe I unlocked a ladder. Did I do that? No, that's something I need to unlock in the future. But that's okay, because if I recall, I have low gravity on the moon, so I could just do a jump, use my jetpack, and get back on. So here's what we'll do. We're going to let's put the goo containment unit. We're going to put 2 just for the balance of the ship, for the sake of balance, on there, so we could do goo containment research when we land. Actually, you know what? Let's put it here, because this is what we're going to do. And this is similar to the design that I put together to get to the moon, except now we've got better tools to get us out there. How big is this guy, this science? Oh, it's not too big. Okay. So we can work that into the ship. Let's put radial decouplers on each side. And then we're going to put 2 fuel tanks on each side with 2 little rockets. And these are going to be the rockets that lower us onto the moon. Because the idea is I don't want to use any of this fuel, ideally, when we're landing. That way, when we take off, we've got plenty to get back. So this will be what we use to sort of lower ourselves. And then we could get some... What is this? Oh, that's a miniature. Do I have RCS fuel at all? I don't think I do. I don't even think I have RCS thrusters. No, I don't. All right. Well, that'll be interesting. Okay, so we've got that. And then let's make sure our staging's right. So we've got those two. They break off. We've got that. Okay, so that's all good. So now let's go ahead and put some stacked couplers on all 3 of these. Perfect. We'll move that down with this one. And then the main bulk of our ship will be these 3 rockets, which I think will get us, hopefully, to the moon. Let's do 3. Ideally, this will be enough to get us into space, into orbit, into the moon's orbit. Let's put, in the meantime, let's grab that science kit right here. We'll put it right there. And here's what we'll do. We'll put the comms transmitter. Whoops. Ooh, why does it keep doing that? We only need 1. What is going on there? We'll put that on the back. That way we could transmit that, because we can only carry 1 thing with us. So he's going to carry the goo with him back. So we could transmit any science done here. And in fact, since we got 2 goo pods, we could do 1 goo science in, the moon's orbit or something, and send that back, and then carry the other one back. And then, just so we have enough power, let's put, I think if we line this up right, put a battery there, We've got 4 batteries, so we can hold enough to use the comm transmitter. Let's get some sick engines on there. Now I wonder, the thrust is so slightly different. I don't know what the point is. I guess it's got less of a cost. I don't know. Let's go with this one, I guess. Okay, so these go here. So these 3 will launch, then we'll drop them, then those 2, then we drop it. Everything's looking good so far. We can now start adding struts. This is why I thought the mission will be a failure, because this more or less looks like what I was building to go to the moon the first time, and I was sure that the ship would have just broken apart. I'm going to build a hulking ship. This ship is going to be insane, and it'll probably fail spectacularly. There, so we got some struts, so this thing's all good. Here's what I'm thinking we could do. This is going to be insane, I know, but I want to try it. Get those decouplers, right? And then we're going to put a tri-coupler on each. Oh my gosh, that's 6 rockets. Let's get... I wish I had the bigger fuel tank. We're going to need... okay, we can only double it up. So put 1 there, 1 there. There we go. We're going to need a lot of thrust for this thing to take off. There we go. I think maybe 2 more should do it, right? That's a lot of fuel. Maybe we should just stick to 3. Though at the same time, we're going to have 6... We're going to have more than 6 rockets going at once, so... I don't know, we could be good here. Let's go for 1 more. If we need to take it off, we'll take it off. What's science without a little risk? There we go. And then we'll put the engines, the ones with the most thrust. So we've got, whoops. There we go. So we've got all 6 of these going off at once. Great. And then what we're going to do is we're going to attach to, I guess, part of it. Let's do it on this part here. So these will actually be broken up there. And I guess we could put... I think the balance of this is going to be thrown way off. But, oh well, what are we going to do? And then we could probably put them right here too. So let's make sure that these are all in the same stage. I messed up the staging on my last mission, the one I didn't record, and I had all the decouplers in the first stage, so when I hit the launch button, the ship just literally fell apart. Luckily, nobody died. And then we're going to have these rockets. We're going to have these thrusters. And these are going to launch actually in tandem with the 6. So hopefully that's enough thrust. You know, we're going to have 12. We're going to have 12 rockets going at once. Hopefully that's enough to get this giant hulking beast off the ground. So let's get these going. And then we'll strut it up and then we'll go. Because I think this should be enough. I think the key is to really create as little use of those 3 rockets at the top until we get to space. So if these 9 could get us most of the way, that'd be fantastic. If not, oh well. We tried. It might also just be too heavy, and nothing will come of this. I'm just going to strut it up like crazy. That's what they do at NASA. Alright, time to just put struts everywhere. Okay. Now, last week I asked you guys to start giving me name ideas for the ships, and you guys have done so. So, let me pull up some names and pick a good one. This thing is all strutted. I don't think this thing is going to launch very well. We'll find out. Okay, Sora1888 suggested the Electric Chet. Devin on Minecraft suggested Bill and Ted Cow Monster. Kristen suggested Zeus. I'm going to go with the Electric Chet. That's a weird name. It's a cool throwback to Chet Chesterfield. The Electric Chet. 1. Let's save it. Maybe for safety's sake, let's get Jeb off the mission and we'll put Bill on the mission because this might not end well. And then the other thing I'm going to do is we're going to do a custom 1 and we're going to select the raise lower legs. There might be a button to do that, but I don't know of it. So, all right, there you go. Oh my gosh, look at how glorious this thing looks. All right. SAS. Oh my gosh, we have takeoff. It's going into the air. That's fantastic. We can lower our throttle because these boosters will do most of the thrust work for us. I think this is good. We're tilting a little bit, very little bit. It's going to be hard to maneuver with the ship this size. So we're sort of at the whims of how it was designed. In fact, I'm trying to maneuver it, and it's not doing anything. It's doing very little, if anything at all. I don't think it's doing anything. Wow. Let's ditch those. Hopefully now that we've lost those, we'll get some control back. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of control back. Okay, we have to be at full throttle to gain some speed here. And we're about to ditch these stages. There we go. Now our speed's going up. Let's see where we are here. Okay, at about 80, I'll cut it off. There's a very slight opportunity there. Oh, there it was. There it is, and there it's gone. There goes. What is that about? Shows up for like a split second. So let's just get a... Oh, can we get one of those? Come on, one will be nice. One. There we go. There. It's a very bizarre way to go about it. And we have our node to hit in 55 seconds, so... Oh! Okay, I think that kind of works. There we go. I'm going to hope that works. I don't know why it's flashing so much. But let's now speed up our ship and head all the way There we go. It's stabilized a bit now. Now we can head over there. Let's get... Okay, perfect. So now what we're going to do, when we get to the periapsis, or even we could do it now. Let's start switching over into our retrograde position. And we're going to slow ourselves down. But first, what we're going to do is appreciate the view. Up, 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 up. Good, 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 good. There we go. But also, how are we on battery? Our electric charge is good. So let's observe materials bay. 75 science or 15 to transmit. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. Let's transmit it. We're not going to have... Yeah. I mean, that's a lot we're throwing away there, but we're only... I hope the goo is going to be worth a lot more. All right, so we got some science out of this mission, even if Bill doesn't make it. Now let's fire up our engines, which we are using to slow this sucker down. Hopefully, this will speed it up a little bit. So as you can see, that would be the slingshot effect. We only need enough so that we'll not have an... Boom. There we go. Now this is dangerous because it has us landing on the dark side. So you know what? Let's keep going. Let's keep it going still. Until it flips. There we go. So now we should be landing somewhere over there. At least it'll be bright. And we still got plenty of fuel, so that's nice. I don't like to worry about anything until we get underneath this 100. And even then, we could slow down. I mean, with 2 rockets, I think we'll have enough thrust that I don't have to worry too soon. Like, here's good. Yeah. Maybe we could start slowing down here. Or at the very least, I can assess how long it takes to slow down. So, like, for instance, it took about 15 seconds to go from 700 to 600. So, that's a good thing to keep in mind. Okay, now I'm a little worried. Come on, slow it down, slow it down. Come on, you could do it. I think we'll be okay. The ground is coming at us at a very fast rate. Come on. I think we could do it. Oh my gosh, I think we did it. Oh yeah, to the point where we were going up for a bit there. This is probably, I don't want to jinx anything, folks, but the smoothest and fastest lunar landing I've ever done in this game. Main engine cutoff. Oh my gosh. That was the smoothest landing ever. And we have so much fuel to spare. We could use that main fuel. This is going so well. What is going to happen? What is going to break and blow up? Because I feel like something's going to happen wrong. Let's observe some mystery goo on the moon. 40 science. Yes, keep that data. Crew report on the moon. That's it? Okay. We'll keep it. Let's, EVA. Let's let go. Don't hurt yourself. Boom. EVA report. Take surface sample. Oh man, 120 science? Yeah, keep that data. EVA report. 32 science. Keep that data. So what happens if I go then? Can I take this as well, or? Hold on, let's turn our rockets on. There we go. Can I collect that data? I think we need a... Removing yes, let's remove it. Okay, so we can have all of that. And then I believe I can plant a flag. Plant that flag, Bill. We did it. It means I'm not super horrible at this game. All right. Site name. Ooh, man. How about the Rob City? In the name of the country of Robland, I declare this moon mine. Rob. There you go. I think I get points for that. So that's cool. Okay, time to go back. We've got everything we need. Let's hop back in the ship. Whoops. Yeah, you're okay there? Yeah, don't hurt yourself there. Oh, the rockets were out. There we go. Let's grab on. Board. We have everything with us. That's fantastic. Okay. Now we just need to get back. So to do that, we just need to take off and go in a direction. I guess we'll go 90 like we would on a regular takeoff. Pull our legs back in. We're good. Since there's no atmosphere, we could start doing that now. There's no need to wait until we get through the thick of it. Great. So at this point, let's add a maneuver. Right about here is good. We don't even need a maneuver set up for this. This is pretty simple. So let's go ahead and put ourselves in retrograde and fire away. We can go back if we wanted to. We don't really need to. We just need that periapsis to disappear and we're good. Why isn't it disappearing? Hold the phones. What happened there? We're supposed to be slowing down. There we go. Now we can speed things up. All right, we're out of fuel. So we're just a pod now. Just a pod in space. Now, of course, the actual Apollo missions were what? Over the course of a week. It took a couple of days to get to the moon, and then they spent a couple of days on the moon and a couple of days back. Our mission somehow is 24 days long. So we spent almost a full month on the moon. Not on the moon. We spent like 5 minutes on the moon. Spent almost a full month in space. So Bill, he's lost it a little bit. Punching through the atmosphere like the fist of a god. Ooh, a little secondary Mach 1 action there. All right, let's hit our parachute right now. There you have it. Successful mission. You did it, Bill. Let's recover that vessel and see how much we got out of it. I expect it to be a lot. So 20 from the crew report, 120 from the surface sample, 32 from the Midlands EVA report, mystery goo 40, recovery of the vessel 30, 262 science I have. That is so much we can unlock now. That's so fantastic. So let's look at our options. So this tier is all 90 research, right? These are 45. So here's what we can use right off the bat. We could definitely use these larger rockets. So I'm going to take this fuel tank. And so what? We have enough here for like 2. We could grab 2 of these. So heavy rocketry. The big engines. Those are good. Ooh, what is that? A heavy booster? That's awesome. Haven't tried that yet. What do we have here? Thrusters and fuel ducts. Those are useful. These are aerodynamic parts. That's pretty good. What do we have here? Solar panels and lights. Useful. Processing lab. More science. Okay, this is actually tough because there are 4 that I want right off the bat, but we can only do 2. Now, this one is what I think I'm going to go with for this side because I feel like anything that'll help with science tech will help us collect more science, so we'll advance faster. As useful as it would be to have solar panels, let's do that first. And then on this end of things, the fuel ducts will be really useful. And then the RCS will as well for some more specific sort of building. Just like staging and stuff will be a lot easier with it. Although I'd love to have these huge pieces. And I would like to try this since I've never tried it. But we're going to go for this because I think it'll help with our builds better. So there you have it. And then we still have 37 left. We can't really do anything with that. Just a little short of collecting that 4th one there. And then what do we have ahead of us that we can look forward to? Bigger engines. I'm all on board. Better pods. Definitely that'll be great in the future. And more pieces for science. Awesome. Well, I want to thank you all for joining me on this mission. It was a pretty big success. I'm really glad for it. If you have ideas for what we should name future rockets, leave them in the comments below. Or future missions, leave them in the comments below. If you like the video, I have plenty of other stuff out there. I do other games on this channel on occasion. And then on my other channel, Rob Plays That Game, I do a lot of Minecraft stuff. So feel free to check that out. Have a fantastic week, everybody. Whatever you're doing, make the most of it because it makes it that much better. And I will see you all next time for the next Kerbal Space Program Career Mode mission. Bye, everybody.